Apparently, the original plan was to film EastEnders here. Confused? Well, as much as this looks like Albert Square, I'm actually in London's East End, in Facet Square, Hackney East 8. They were going to shoot all the outside scenes for real, but because of the problem of noise and disturbing the poor old neighbours round here, they decided to just take some photos and model it on here instead. Now a bit of time travel. From 1985 till present day, we've selected the highlights of the one episode that really shook the foundations of Walford. It wasn't an easy choice to make, I can tell you. But here they are in all their televisual glory, the pick of the last 15 years. Oh, Angie over there. He seems in a hurry. Oh, and Den. I wonder what he's up to. Oh, look, there's Tony. Oh, and there's Ali. Wonder what's going on. Yes, in 1985, the suspense was building. Who was the father of Michelle's baby? She'd arranged to meet him at a secret rendezvous. Who could it be? Of course, living up to his name, Dirty Deb. In 1986, Christmas wasn't a bundle of laughs, as again, Mr. Watts showed his true colours, giving Ange a present to remember, divorce papers.
Happy Christmas, Ange.
But Ange and Sharon had the last laugh.
Oh, where are you going?
Mind your own business.
Oh, like that, is it? Princess?
The name's Sharon. I ain't a bloody princess. Never have been and never will be.
So where are you going to be staying?
Somewhere you can't find me.
I love London.
The Vic had never seen the like. "1987 saw the downfall of poor old Arthur Fowler, taking the consequences for stealing the Christmas club money.
How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I therefore send you to prison for 28 days.
Court rise.
1988, Albert Square's resident sleazeball, James Wilmot Brown, invited Kathy for late-night drinks, with devastating consequences.
You'd only regret it if I did. I know what you came up here for tonight, Kathy. I'm not that stupid. Okay, so you feel guilty about it. But you won't. I promise you won't.
Please let me go now.
No. Don't struggle, Kathy.
"1989.
Hello?
Again, Den took the starring role, only this time was his last. After being on the run from the law and the firm, he secretly returned to see Michelle and his daughter, but his cover was blown. The firm got their man, and the Watts era was over. 1990, the Mitchell Brothers era began, as Phil and Grant decided to move into the square after a drunken binge.
Look away! You know what? You're not bad, you. Come here.
Oh, you cheeky thing.
Oh, stop, Sparks.
You ain't bad either.
Yes, still, he's strong and alive, isn't he? Bye-bye.
1991 was the end of the road for ex-copper turned Vic landlord Eddie Royle. He had left his fiancée for just a few minutes for a stroll round the square. But who killed him? Was it Grant, Clyde, or Nick Cotton? Only Rowley knew the answer. 1992, Sharon sought a little more than tea and sympathy with Phil after another bust-up with Grant. 1993
Nicholas Charles Cotton
was the prime suspect in the Eddie Royle murder, as his fingerprints were found on the knife that killed him.
I've never hurt anyone in my life. I couldn't murder anyone.
Surely it was a cut and dry case.
guilty or not guilty of murder?
Not guilty.
Incredible. 1994. Saucy Sanjay got caught red-handed by Geeta in bed with her sister Meena. 1995 was not a good year for poor Nigel.
Is this your wife, Mr. Banks?
Debbie was killed tragically in a traffic accident.
Nigel's a decent bloke. He doesn't deserve this.
1996. Ian had never been the most popular bloke around, but he certainly never expected this.
Oh, yeah, watch out.
Cindy, desperate to start a new life with David, wanted him out of the way. Well,
The best thing.
it also wasn't a good year for Peggy when she got some very worrying news. I've got to go into hospital on Monday for an operation.
Operation? What sort of operation?
I've got breast cancer. 1997. Joe's schizophrenia reached crisis point after holding his own mum hostage.
I'm the reason she died.
There was no alternative but to section him. 1998 ended in tragedy when Tiffany tried to leave Grant. 1999, Valentine's night turned into a nightmare. After being rejected by Steve, Saskia went on the rampage with horrific consequences. Dramatic stuff, eh? And it seems so effortless, doesn't it? But trust me, it ain't. We have to work pretty long days out here, and it gets blooming cold as well in the winter, I can tell you. Now, I'm not saying making EastEnders isn't fun, but it's certainly no holiday. Take a look at this, and you'll see what I mean.